Hey, what's up everyone? This is K Collections and I have another figure unboxing for you guys today. This is Best Kouhai Mash by Stronger. I've never collected any figures from this company before, but looking pictures online and videos, it looks pretty good. So here's hoping the quality is great. So this is the front, love her shield image right there. Make sure there are bootlegs, so make sure you have the sticker of authenticity. Even then, be careful, never buy any figures from China on eBay or Amazon if you are buying from those websites. Like I said, this is the front, but you can actually open this to reveal the figure. Nice window display here, and let me just turn this around. A nice promotional image right there. So I really like unique box designs, always puts a smile on my face. Here's the side. Again, another promotional image. You have her name right there. Nice silver lettering. Here's the back. More promotional images. You've probably seen these pictures 1,000 times on the internet if you were planning to get this. And here's the side. Alright, it's a pretty big box. I'm trying to fit this on camera, but it's a bit tough. And here's the top. Really like the silver lettering. Again, makes the overall display great. And here's the bottom. Alright, let's get this opened up and see the figure. Alright, so we have 1, 2, and 3 tapes. Alright, moment of truth. Let me clear this out. And there you go. Let me just adjust the camera. You can't see much. There you go. That's the package. Oh, there's the shield. That looks awesome. Alright. So, breaking down the accessories, of course, make sure to read the instructions. This is actually a really big piece of paper. Or long, I should say. But you can actually transform her, I believe, her second ascension. I believe. It's been so long. And of course, her third ascension. So always read the instructions. If you can't read Japanese, I can't either. Just look at the pretty pictures. Alright. But this isn't why you're here. You're here because you want to see her awesome shield. And holy crap, it looks freaking awesome. It's huge. It's actually light. So that's kind of good. Because, there won't be any weight issues, but it looks great. I had to turn it sideways or horizontal just so you guys could get the full picture. As you can tell, it's kind of, like I said, it's a big weapon. So, first and foremost, I do like the paintwork. You can see some gloss paintwork with some shading all around. So that looks great there. I like the translucent gem right there. And the silver isn't metallic silver, but it's shiny enough. Kind of wish it had more shine to it. Maybe a chrome color, but it's alright. No paint issues. I hope not. Especially for an expensive figure like this. And here's the back, right? So there are some, I don't know, what are these? Is that oil? I'm not sure. It seems like it's oil. I'm not the only one, right? I'm trying to focus the camera. No, you can't see it, but there's some of these. It's not water, but whatever. I'm wasting time. I like the matte brown finish right there. There are some slight shading on the back. And yeah, overall, really satisfied with this. Again, I just kind of wish it was a chrome color. And I don't know why there's like some of these water, or like I said, it's oil. It's kind of, I don't know. It smells like plastic. Of course, it's a huge piece of plastic, but you guys know what I meant. So, that's her shield. I'm going to put this together. But before that, I just want to talk about her base. So, I like the base, right? I hate plain bases. I always like something with design. They have metal pegs right here, so this figure's going to be stable, unlike other figures. If I recall, the sky shouldn't be purple. But, you know, it matches her color, and I like that they use a sky background on the base. Of course, if you play the game, you know the significance for this character in terms of, you know, the sky or the outside world, right? So, kind of wish it was blue, but again, the purple kind of matches her color, obviously. And here is the skirt piece. This is to transform her into her... I believe she has this on her second ascension. Again, I don't remember. Looks great. Nice metallic look. Looks really good, actually. And her other skirt piece, which is her third ascension. Wait a minute, let me see something. Yeah, it's obviously different. So I'm just comparing the two. I don't know if you could tell on camera. This piece, I guess the second ascension, that's what I'm going to call it. It's a bit more shiny. Let me just see. Yeah, this one, there's different coloring though. So I do like that. And her sword, obviously, she never uses it, but looks great there. I like the gold finish, very clean. And of course, the sculpt work for the, I guess, the back piece of her skirt, for lack of better words. Love the sculpt work, all the, you know, wrinkles, curves, and folds. It's blowing in the wind, obviously. So I'm gonna put this on. And wait a minute, moment of truth. Oh, she lost her arm. So here's the figure itself. I'm gonna have to remove all these plastic, but basically I'll remove it all, you know, off camera. You know, I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to see me just put this figure together. You know, it's wasting time. It's, again, instructions is fine. You know, you just follow the picture. But it looks great. Of course, she's missing an arm. I have to put that together. But overall, looks great. All right, I'm gonna put everything together and we'll see the final product. Oh, I forgot to say, before that, I know you guys, you know, this is the internet. Come on, there's always some people who will be a smartass. So I just want to clear things up. Yes, of course, your hands have natural oil. And I was kind of, not complaining, but confused about the wet marks on the figure. It's not, it wasn't from my hands, right? Just clearing that up, okay? Before someone say, hey, you know, the oil or whatever on the shield came from your hands. Yes, I know, natural oil, etc., but it wasn't. It was more so, I kind of cleaned it up, but a lot of it was more towards the interior, right here. But like I said, I kind of cleaned it up, and I don't think you guys can see on camera, but just want to point that out before anyone else comments on that. So this is the figure with everything put together except for her shield, because I want to show you guys the backside of this figure as well. I'll put that on later. But it looks freaking awesome. Obviously, this is her third ascension. Now, I do want to warn you guys, if you do plan on collecting any figures that can change, you know, have interchangeable parts, don't do it too often because, I mean, let's be honest, this is a overpriced piece of plastic, right? And you don't want to loosen the joints. So just a warning, it's okay to do it a few times, but stick to one, I guess, ascension or form. Again, this applies to all figures. Stick to one form and go from there. So, love the sculpt work. Stronger may be a new manufacturer that I really like. Holy crap, because I love Good Smile, I love Altera, and this is almost on par. So, let's talk about her face first. Move the camera a bit. So, first and foremost, I freaking love the sculpted hair. You know, even the paintwork. As you can see, there are light shade of, or lighter pink on the top, and then darker shade towards the bottom, right? So, I really like that, to be honest. And the sculpt work for the hair, you see so many individual strands of hair being sculpted. And most figures will have a seam line right here. This is, again, it's noticeable, but the fact that they sculpted the hairlines does hide it a bit. Keyword, a bit, alright? So, it's a lot better than other figures I've collected. Again, I love the shading. The paintwork for her eyes look amazing. Just look at that. That's beautiful. Of course, the mouth, you can see towards the middle of the mouth, there is, I guess, a chip or inconsistent painting, right? It doesn't go all the way horizontal, right? A lot of figures have this issue, so I'm not that depressed about it. But still. So, overall, head sculpt is freaking fantastic, to be honest. Alright. onto the armor. So for the armor, it does have some gloss to it, and I like that because, you know, it would have been less, I guess, great, for lack of better words, if they were to have a matte finish on the armor. I mean, it would just look plain. So I like the gloss there, the shine to it. It looks metallic in a way, right? And I'm gonna go to the back real quick. Again, love the sculpt work for the skirt piece. And there's a gold streak of line on here as well. So I did mention, let me try to find the piece. So you may not be able to see on camera, or it's just the lighting, but this piece right here has a bit more metallic shine to it. This does as well, but because it's two different colors, you can obviously see, right? Let me just, actually, yeah, there we go. That's the front. Obviously, it's two different colors. This one has a bit more shine to it, but this looks, the Dura Ascension skirt still looks great. So let's talk about the sword real quick. The sword looks great as well. Again, I already mentioned the gold piece, or the gold painting. No paint issues whatsoever. One of my concerns was that the brown handle, the paintwork will bleed onto the gold or vice versa, but no, that's not a problem whatsoever. Really like her design. And again, you know, this guy's supposed to be blue, but it matches her color, so not complaining there. So her armor piece on the lower portion of her body, you know, it's consistent coloring throughout her armor. Nice shine to it. Let's see what else to talk about. Oh yes, gotta talk about the sculpt work. So you can see some added detail on her torso, excuse me. And again, more details towards the skirt. And of course the gauntlet. Right, I really like the different color, having speech problems today, that they add on the armor. You see that, you know, towards the top, middle, and bottom, it has a nice blue metallic shading to it. And of course, the sculpt work for the feet, freaking amazing. These purple dots, I guess, right? They're sculpted. They're not just painted. So I like the detail there. Holy crap. The more I look at this, it just looks awesome. So here's the figure with the shield, and holy crap, biggest complaint for this figure is attaching the shield onto this peg, right? And oh, it's such a hassle. I'm not going to redo it. I should have recorded it to show you guys, if you do plan to buy this, how to put everything together. But my major complaint is that attaching this shield onto this peg was a huge hassle, right? You know, I tried attaching the shield first and then the figure itself. That was tough as well. Again, this is more so me. I don't know if it's universal. I don't know if every collector will face this problem. But what you essentially had to do was assemble this figure from bottom up while attaching her lower half of the body and the shield first. So what I mean is, again, I'm not going to take everything out and show you guys. I should have recorded it, my bad, but I'm just not going to do it again. It was a hassle. So first thing to do is to attach the shield first, then attach the bottom, her legs basically, you know, the bottom half of the figure, right? Because you can disconnect her torso to attach the skirt you want. So attach these two onto the pegs first, and then put on the skirt, then the torso, then the hands or arms, then the head. All right, so you have to assemble this figure from bottom up. So that was a hassle, just putting everything together. But once you do, it looks great. Overall, again, I already went over the sculpt work, everything for the body. There's the backside. I'm trying to move this back a bit. There you go. It's a pretty big figure. It's going to look great on your shelf. And, alright, let's do some size comparisons. So here's a side-by-side comparison with a 1/7 scale figure by Kotobukiya. This is Saber, obviously. You know who she is. If you don't, really? I'm just joking. And this is Semiramis, a 1/8 scale. I forgot to mention Mash is 1/7, so these two figures do look great next to each other. They're in scale, of course. 1/8, it's a lot smaller than 1/7. So they're not going to look as great next to each other. But nonetheless, this gives you an idea of the size comparison. So, final thoughts on this figure is it's excellent. I really love it. I'm just going to move these to the side real quick. My only issue, again, is just the freaking attachment, the peg. The freaking instructions were useless, basically. But scope work is beautiful. Paint work is amazing. The shield, I just can't say enough about it. It looks great, right? And I've already mentioned this. It's light, so you don't have to worry about any weight issues. Overall, I give it huge thumbs up. Honestly, I'd give it a perfect score, except for the peg, but it's not really an issue. I'm just happy I was able to attach it. But highly recommend this. I would suggest getting it now because Mash is pretty popular, and though she may have future figures coming out, this is one of the best in my opinion. So, if your wallet isn't crying already, get this figure before it becomes expensive in the aftermarket. Stay tuned towards the end of the video. I'll take some pictures, and thanks for watching.
Special thanks to all my patrons for supporting me. If you want to support my channel, check out my Patreon. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, hit that thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more FGO content. Follow my Twitter, Instagram, and join my Discord server. All links are in the description. Have an awesome day. Till next time.